Yo, 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 what up, guys? It's your boy T-Dub, the one, the only. I'm back at it, like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. Yes, yes, of course. You already know I'm back with more force than a little bit. Let's get it. Shout out to my boy in the building, the one, the only, the member himself, the expert genius. Guys, listen, we gotta cook. I am back from vacation. Took a little camping trip. I'm back. I'm refreshed. I got my nice. Look at that. Got that nice good melanin in my skin right now. Look at that, guys. You know what I'm saying? Tall, dark, and handsome. Let's get it, guys. Listen, we got to talk about it. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Let's take it down a little bit. Listen, guys. Let me take my water. Hold on. Let me sip some water. Water straight from Sporter. Listen, guys, we have to talk about, of course, Errol Spence Jr. taking on Mikey Garcia. We have to, all right? We have to. But before we get there, we have to talk about, maybe we'll touch a little bit on Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. But I really want to talk about Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. You must have forgot. My boy, Expert Genius, says, what's good, T-Dub? I believe he got Roy Jones Jr. in the fight, guys. So let's do this. First, let's talk about Roy Jones Jr. taking on Mike Tyson, guys. What do you think about this? Comment below. And please let me know your full thoughts and what do you think about this matchup. And then after that topic, we're going to get to the main topic, the main headliner himself, the pay-per-view. Errol Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia. Listen, both of those guys got eyes on the prize, and right now, the prize is the winner. Now, Mike Tyson is taking on Roy Jones Jr., I believe September the 12th. Guys, this brings up another question. We are a month away from when Canelo fights in September. Still, there is no fight. This one. Should we try this again? There's no fight. What is going on? Who is he going to fight? The opponent is falling off like leaves in the fall. Floyd Mayweather, big fights in May, big fights in September. Canelo said, I'm taking over. I'm taking back Mexican holidays. Now I'm getting paid. But for the last two holidays, or at least May and now September, we don't know what's going to happen, at least just yet. That's the question. We don't know what's going to happen. How are you going to promote this? Are you going to have time to promote this? Who's going to be the opponent that's going to face Canelo? Who? Would it be worth time? Would it be just opponent just to get somebody just to fight? And if they do fight, how will Canelo and whoever he fights stack up against Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr.? Roy by MD if he makes it past 4 rounds of Iron Mike. Check this out. This is what I've been thinking, guys. So I got a little bit more information. This is going to, I mean, typically when you think about an exhibition, you think about a 3-round fight, probably using 16-ounce gloves and using headgear. Sometimes they even use master's headgear. I believe. I could be wrong. I never did an exhibition fight. I'm going off kind of hearsay and just being around it. Typically it's 3 rounds. Typically it's bigger gloves. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes some of the fighters, depending on their age, they can use what's called master headgear, which is the bigger headgear. Guys, this is not a typical exhibition bout because it is going 8 rounds, not 3 rounds. Yes, they have on headgear, but they're not using 16-ounce gloves, which are bigger gloves. They're using 12-ounce gloves, guys. And listen, no, in the pros, they use 10-ounce gloves. I get that. But when you are an amateur fighter, for the most part, I believe, at their weight level, you fight in 12-ounce gloves. So, to be honest, this exhibition is honestly almost amateur style rules, but with extended rounds. Amateurs typically go 3 rounds, typically. This is going 8. But here's the question: will the headgear, will that benefit Roy? Will the 12-ounce gloves? Listen, man. I'm trying to find out. I don't know, man. My first thoughts is this: Iron Mike Tyson is going to get in there, rip Roy to shreds. Once he get inside, it's going to be bad, very bad, super bad. But I don't know, man. Listen. I get it. Roy Jones still, he's going to train his butt off. You're going to see glimpses of the old Roy Jones. You're going to see that snappy jab. You might even get a chance to see that ha, right? No, like left hook Roy Jones, right? You might get to see one of the best left hookers in the business. Lead right hand. Listen, Roy Jones is not that tall, but the guy always fought with good reach and good range. But that's not what scares me. That's not what got me looking into the closet and checking under the bed for the boogeyman. That's not what's getting me. It's the reflexes. Frank West says, touchdown. You got it, son. You just scored when you jumped in. Now we finna ride in the Benz. Let's get it. Listen, man, I don't trust y'all, bro. I went out and got this because I don't trust some of y'all. Let me see. Okay, my boy Expert Genius, 98.6 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Frank West good. Oh. Somebody who ain't in the chat but just watching, you just came up as 103. I know right now. Hold on. Hey, let's check T-Dub. Let's check T-Dub live. Can't say eyes. 97.7. 97.7. It is what it is. Look, man. I've been thinking about this fight between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. And listen, it is exactly how you guys think. If Roy Jones Jr. can keep the outside and Mike Tyson can no longer close the distance, it'll be a Roy Jones fight. If Mike goes out there and blow his load the first 2 rounds, trying to close the distance, throwing those big shots, and starts breathing hard, it could be a Roy Jones fight. It could be a Roy Jones fight. But it's like I said, what got me, looking between the blinds and listening for that. It's reflexes. Listen. When you are a fighter and your reflexes go, and that's what was a big part of what made you, not 100%, but is a big part of what made you, that's bad. Floyd Mayweather, reflexes. Pernell Whitaker, reflexes. These guys have a keen sense and eye and reflexes and natural athleticism to be able to see shots, slip shot, duck shots. When you can't move like that no more and you stand up more, start straight, and what if Mike gets inside? What if Mike slips a jab and gets inside? What if Mike ducks that left hook that Roy Jones loved to throw, and he threw it so beautiful throughout his amazing career? One of my all-time great fighters, hands down. They're down. But if he duck that left hook, get in, slip that jab, get in, and get the ripping shots, like a guy that finally got off of child support and got that letter, he's done. Doop, 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 doop. It's over. Throw it up in the air and watch it fall like confetti. But, if Roy Jones Jr. get past, let's say, the first 2 rounds, right? Maybe 3 rounds. Are we looking at a older version of how Anthony Joshua fought Andy Ruiz in the second fight? Remember how Andy just couldn't close the distance, and And Anthony Johnson was just too slick, just too slick. Left him like, come on, but couldn't close the distance. I don't think there's going to be Mike in the first 2 rounds. But if he does not have success, that could be Mike. I want to see the odds on the fight, man. I want to see too, bro. But see, here's the thing, man. This is what I think. If Mike Tyson wins, he has more paydays, at least one more or two more big paydays he can do after that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I think the future is more brighter to continue if Mike Tyson wins and fight than if Roy. If Roy beats Mike Tyson, it's just going to prove Mike Tyson's old, and nobody really wants to see Roy in there with any one of the top fighters. The last few fighters he has fought have not been top fighters, and he has not really looked, that level. This could be just a one shot for Roy. But listen, if it's a one shot for Roy, if I'm Roy, even if it's a one shot, I want to win. Listen, T-Dub is highly competitive. I don't want to lose. I don't care if it's Monopoly. I don't care if it's Hungry Hippo. I'm pushing that hippo, and I'm grabbing all them white balls. I want all of them. And I don't care if I got one more than you. You're going to think I got 50 more than you. And Roy Jones the same way. Wake up, people. Back at it like a crack at it. Giving you boxing geekers this work. Let's get it. Listen, man. I don't know. But you know what, guys? Listen. While we thinking about that, we'll come back to that like a boomerang. Let's touch on the second topic of today. And when I say this topic, I want you guys to let this marinate for about 10 seconds. 10 seconds is all I'm asking for. Let it marinate to who you think is going to win and why, and if anything can affect it. Errol Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia. Check y'all temperature again. Let me check the temperature in the room. 400 degrees. Okay, we good. We just now cooking. Oh, it's my boy in the building. Hold on, guys. Okay. Shout out to D1, the only Charles in the building. And play man. We gonna get it, champ. Hey, guys, y'all know my boy Charles, man. Shout out to you all this. That's a hell of a fighter, man. Definitely looking forward to so dangerous, guys. This is the most management for he's in the town right now. I used to put my foot so for 3 weeks. Now I'm not gonna lie. I can't beat him, man. Listen, I haven't played back in 10 years. I came back. I beat him on the bully. And I started playing him again. He has not stopped playing bad. And I'm not gonna lie, man. He returned the favor, bro. He did never let me know what plays with you. Alright, here we go. Back in. Hold up. Here we go. Guys, listen, man. Danny Garcia said this. When Errol Spence Jr. fought Mikey Garcia, he saw holes and opportunities in from the Mikey Garcia fight with Errol Spence Jr. He said, listen, Mikey's a smaller fighter and couldn't do certain things. I'm a bigger fighter. I will be able to do those things. And I'm telling you right now, hands down, man down. Danny Garcia really believes in his abilities. He believes that he can go out there and get the win over Errol Spence Jr. And he thinks this is the right time for the pickings. Errol Spence Jr., even though in my eyes, and I think honestly he's the betting favorite, but even though there are some people that's going to pull with Denny, Errol Spence Jr. is screenshotted them now. He just found even more motivation to go in there and beat Danny Garcia. But listen, guys, I got to be honest, man. If I had to favor somebody in this fight, I'm going to favor Errol Spence Jr. I think if he'd have took this fight right after he got cleared to fight, it would have been a dangerous fight. It would have been a much dangerous fight, a much closer fight. And even when I'm saying that now, I'm not saying that he's going to wash through Danny. I don't think so, guys. I don't. I really think that this is actually a really good matchup. The person who I favor is Errol Spence Jr. He had enough time off. He had enough time to get mental healing, physical healing, get adjusted to everything, and be in the gym and go through some war. Listen, look how long it's been since it's happened. Look how long it's been. He's ready, guys. Errol Spence Jr. is a chef, and he's ready to cook. And the ring is his pot. If you can't smell what the Rock is cooking, go check your sinuses. Something's wrong with you. But even with that being said, Errol Spence Jr., he didn't do that. He didn't. He used reach, distance, jab, counterpunching. He outboxed him, and he established distance against a shorter man and beat him. Which means I don't see Errol Spence Jr. doing what Sean Porter did to Danny Garcia by moving and boxing more. I don't see him doing what Keith Thurman did to Danny Garcia by moving and boxing more. Sean Porter was like this here. Pop, hup, hup, hup. Like, they boxed him. See, they figured out Danny Garcia, even though he called himself Swift. Not to be confused with a stripper. I'm getting tongue-tied. What is it? Swifter? Sweeper? Something like that. I don't know. Erased it from history. With the old pink erasers on the number 2 pencils. He's not that swift. Danny got great timing, but he's not that swift. Good lateral movement and sticking and jabs and catching him while he's thinking is the way, in my eyes, to beat Danny convincingly. Not saying there isn't a different way to beat that man, because every man is beatable. But I don't think Errol Spence Jr. moves that much. A matter of fact, let me go here, guys. Hold on. Let me find out the actual. Again, shout out to my boy in the building. The member, guys, I urge you to come today. Become a member to the channel, guys. Check the channel. Click the join button. Become a member today, guys. Listen, we got Heat Seekers. We got Pyromaniacs and Infernos. Listen, join the channel today. Let's get it. All right, let me see. I want to pull up that box rec. Hold on. Let's do that. Lola, why I do that? Can you entertain the people for me? You can? Thank you. Oh, shit. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't know that music was on. I apologize. That has to be much better right there. I'm sorry. All right. Let's do that. Do this. All right. Let me go here. Let me see. Errol Spence box rec. All right, guys. Let's see. Errol Spence Jr. is 5'9.5" with a 72-inch reach from DeSoto, Texas. Danny Garcia is 5'8" with a 68.5-inch reach. Errol Spence Jr. has a guys, that dude got some long arms. He has a 4-inch reach advantage. Listen, man. I got Errol Spence Jr. in the fight, not just on that, but let's go back. Let's do this. Let's get it. Look, man. If Errol Spence Jr. come to fight like he did against Sean Porter, which honestly I don't think so. I think we're gonna see like maybe I hate to say this, a smarter Errol Spence Jr. I think when Errol Spence Jr. decides to beat somebody, he stick with the game plan that he wanted to beat them in. He wanted to outbox Mikey, and listen, he boxed him clear. Which means I don't know what Danny Garcia saw when Danny Garcia said, listen, when I saw Errol Spence Jr. fight Mike Garcia, I saw holes and opportunities when he fought Mikey. The only thing I saw was Mike Garcia getting a well-ass whooping. That's the only thing I saw. What? But listen, I get it again that, listen, as a fighter, you have to believe in yourself. You have to see holes when other people don't see holes. You have to look for opportunities when other people don't see opportunities. I didn't see none then, but I'm just saying. Errol Spence Jr. don't move that much. He's going to box a little smarter. He's not just going to come out, listen, against Sean Porter. Errol said, listen, I'm just going to come forward and I'm just going to stop this man. He really wanted to stop this man. He said after the Mikey Garcia fight, I am done with boxing. I am back to knocking people out. I am back to hashtag man down. When he fought Sean Porter, he said, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to beat you up. He went in there and he fought him in every way to try to beat him up. The expert genius says Mikey is a better boxer than Danny too. Let's see what Mikey reach was though. Mikey was too short, man. Mikey was too short. You know what's crazy? Mikey is 5'6", so Danny Garcia is 2.5 inches taller than Mikey. But Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia on paper has the exact same reach, 68 inches. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's see. Mikey's seen something too. Yeah, Mikey's seen a left and a right. That's what he's seen. Mikey's seen his chances of winning going down the drain. Mikey seen that first loss coming like a deer in headlights. Didn't know what to do, but got caught up in the light. But let's break it down. Guys, is this November the 21st? Pay-per-view for the WBC and IBF strap. Is this going to be as exciting as Sean Porter and Errol Spence Jr.? No, it's not. It's not. Because Danny doesn't take the risk like Sean Porter. He's more calculated. Even though Mikey might appear to have more better fundamentals than Danny, Danny has exceptional timing. Danny has really good timing and really good power. In my opinion, if Danny Garcia fought Mike Garcia, I honestly would pick Danny Garcia to knock him out. Danny has really good power and a damn good no-look left hook. This would be an exciting fight, but it won't have that every round at this level. See, when Errol Spence Jr. fought Sean Porter, from round one, every round was here. Even Errol Spence Jr. came out and caught Sean Porter with a couple low blows to the thighs and the nut area. It was nothing but action the whole fight. Replay value over and over. There is not many fights that you want to put on replay. Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, I don't want to put it on replay. There's a lot of fights I don't. Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale, I want to put that on replay as often as possible. So there's fights you have that you do want to do it to, and there's fights that you don't. To me, this fight, it's not going to be Sean Porter or Errol Spence. It's just not. It's not. Them fighters needed each other. I think Danny's going to come out. looking to time Errol Spence Jr., trying to catch him with some big shots. Look, had that look like, that robotic, I am robot, more than meets the eyes. Bam. He's kind of robotic when he's going forward. When he's going backwards, he has a little bit more movement when he's trying to slick shots. See, when he's going forward, he's super robotic. When he's trying to put the pressure on somebody backing up, he's super robotic. When he's going backwards and trying to box a little bit, he's a little bit more slicker. Example, when he fought, Brandon Rios. Brandon Rios was actually doing very good in that fight. I forgot his name. Danny Garcia had to resort to actually boxing, right-handed rolling, sticking and moving. He had to be the one backing up that fight, and to be honest, he done better doing that fight when he was actually backing up. And he finally caught Brandon Rios with a counter shot, hit it right on the chin, that caught him and knocked him out. This fight, if Errol Spence Jr. comes forward and Danny Garcia is giving ground, to be honest, you might actually get a better boxing Danny Garcia because he's a little bit more elusive and you can run into his counter punches because he's using your forward momentum as he's timing to throw those right hands and those left hooks and those rolls. But if Danny Garcia is coming forward, you have a better chance of catching him with shots, especially if you're being slick and you're moving side to side. With that being said, I don't think Errol Spence Jr. is going to move side to side. I think Errol Spence Jr. is going to use that tight guard. He's going to be in that southpaw position. He's going to have his hands up. He's going to be looking through that guard. He's going to be pumping that jab, shooting that left hand, backing up when he see Danny coming half a step to try to let the shot miss just by a hair, and he's going to go in. This is actually going to be a high-level boxing match with not that much movement. It's going to be, honestly, maybe a lot of like catch and shoots, catch and counter, big shots. Danny is going to throw a lot more big power punches than Errol. I'm not saying Errol's not going to throw them. I think Errol's going to set his shots up a lot more by using his jab and then the hard shots and then hard shots. Now, if they both in the trenches and they both here, then expect bombs away. Listen, at that point, put your 3D shades down, lean back, get your kettle popcorn or butter popcorn on. Fireworks are going to be up. It is going to be the grand finale anytime these guys are inside. Ha, 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 ha. Brandon Rios is no Errol Spence Jr., nor is he a Mikey Garcia. No, he is not. I 100% agree. Cannot argue, will not debate or dispute that not one bit. Yes, Danny is slow and he don't move well in the right. Danny is the hardest hitting heavyweight. Bro, I'm telling you, listen. By what you said, what if Danny's going to catch Errol. It's a boxing match. These guys are high level. Sean Porter was able to actually swell Errol Spence Jr. face up. Listen, he swole it up. But Danny don't throw punches like Sean Porter. Sean Porter would throw a 8-punch combination. Yak, 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 yak. Danny gonna be like, bow, 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 bow. That's gonna be him. Danny slow to me. That's Frank West. Expert genius. No, this is not Spence's toughest task. Sean Porter, to this day, even on paper, and if I had to say, okay, I know he scheduled a fight, Danny Garcia. Sean Porter is his toughest task that he has faced today. Now, when I say Terrence Crawford, some people going to say it's not. Some people going to say it is. Listen, that's just one we got to debate. Errol has the clear Visine spring water power advantage over Terrence Crawford. In my opinion, Terrence Crawford has the boxing abilities over Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford has the athleticism over Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. had the better fundamentals over Terrence Crawford. He has a tight guard, catches a lot of shots off there. Very patient fighter when he wants to be. That's a hell of a matchup I want to see. That's a matchup I want to see. I don't wear glasses, but I will wear glasses for that fight just so I don't miss nothing. I will be live. I will be back at it like a crack at it, giving you bunks and geekers every bit of this work. Let's continue. Let's not forget Thurman hurt Danny early. Listen, but you are right. He did buzz him, but Errol Spence Jr. does not move like Thurman moved against Danny. Just like Errol doesn't move like Sean Porter moved against Danny. Both of them guys realize I have to box him. Sean Porter, who is known for banging, did not bang all the time with Danny Garcia. You know, like, because Danny is cracking, man. Listen, Sean Porter, who went blow for blow with Errol Spence Jr., did not fight that same fight with Danny Garcia. He had to use his legs in the direction, the angle. See, with Danny, since Danny doesn't change angles quick and can't adjust quick, when you move with your feet and you create those little angles, Danny can't really fire back. He has to get you in his sights for him to let his shots go. That's why Keith Thurman outboxed him and landed big shots on him. The only reason that fight was even close, in my opinion, because I thought Keith Thurman let off the gas on some of the rounds that allowed Danny Garcia to catch up. I thought Keith Thurman would have won that fight pretty easy. I thought Sean Porter won that fight and beat Danny Garcia. But listen, guys, style makes fights. Errol don't fight like Keith. Errol don't fight like Sean Porter. Errol Spence, even what he's shown against Mikey, what he has shown against Sean Porter, is that he's a good boxer with damn good fundamentals. He knows how to use his range. He has good timing. He works the body extremely well. And a lot of time when you cannot knock out these guys with these noggins, you got to go to a body. Let me give you an example of a guy that was hurt to the body. He didn't get knocked out, but he was hurt to the body and he never been hurt to the head. At least I never seen it. When Triple G fought Dervinchenko. When Triple G fought Dervinchenko. Out of all the Canelo fights with Triple G, yes, he backed up a little bit and looked like he might have been a little something, but he always bounced back. I never really just seen him like hurt. Dervinchenko went to that man's body like a hard kick from karate. And that was the first time I saw Triple G. We're like, oh, woo! Danny Garcia got a good chin. Sean Porter got a hell of a chin. Errol Spence Jr. got a hell of a chin. Sometimes you got to go to these men's bodies and break that body down. And there's nobody in the welterweight division. And I repeat, there's nobody that goes to the body effectively like Errol Spence Jr. in the welterweight division. Smash the like button. I know you didn't do it. 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 Let me see. This ain't right. Hold on. Let me check these likes. If these likes ain't right, I'm going to go Ike on y'all. If these likes ain't right, I'm going Ike on you. I'm going Ike. I promise you that. Wow. Listen, guys, get them lights up. What's going on? Stop smoking Grandpa's old tobacco and hit the like button. Jesus. Listen, y'all about to be some cake eating animes in here. I'm telling you, man. Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all, I don't know what it is tonight, man. That like button's so easy. Listen, that like button is easier than a thought you paid $50 for. And I don't even charge you nothing hitting that like. I pimp them likes out. Like, hey, you like that like? Like that like? Go hit that like. You can I hit it? You can, bruh, go hit it. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Let's get it. Guys. Danny weakness is press. Spence will break him down and have a KO like Bundu fight. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Y'all not smashing right. You know it, son. I gotta bring back all my sins, man. If you ain't smashing right, then you ain't smashing right. And that's what she said. And y'all wonder. You none like smashing mother effort. You wonder. When you go home to your girl, right? You got the candles all lit and shit. Bubbly baths. Put rose petals. You done laid it out. Even playing Jagged Edge. You know what I'm saying? Meet you at the altar in a white dress. You in there. Ha, 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 ha. While she looking sideways, I had better. You get done sweating. Sweating. Ooh, shit, baby. Ooh, that was good, wasn't it? Ooh, wee. I'll put that work in, didn't I? Huh? I'm sorry. What are you doing? I am looking up T-Dub. What's blazing the sports? I guess I have to finish myself. But I'm telling you right now, if you smash the like button, right now, you go back into that same house, fuck that bubble bath, rose petals, Jagged Edge. You could tell her, listen, after the night, I'm breaking up with you tomorrow. And you go in there after you smash the like button. After you whamming and bamming. Whamming and bamming. Breaking the wall down. The neighbors got the broom hitting the top. Cut it down up there. Matter of fact, let me see it. What's happening? She gonna be like, Hercules. Wagging that white flag. These say, fuck that. I don't surrender. Kill me. I'm done. What the book? Beat it up. It's yours. You must have smashed the like because you smashing right. And all you got to do is smash the like button. That's all you got to do. But let's get it. So, I think, personally, this is going to be a damn good fight. I think that it's not going to be the high level, the punch output of Sean Porter versus Errol Spence Jr. It's going to be a little bit more like Errol gonna come behind that guard, that tight guard, working that jab. And I think Errol, he's going to try to establish. I can't agree with my boy, the expert genius. This is going a little too far teed up. Listen, man, smash the light, bro. That's all it's about. Smash the light. That's all it's about. You smash right, you good. This don't apply to you. So. Oh, you messed my train of thought up, Ethan. You messed my train of thought up. I ain't gonna never get back on the tracks again. And I was on the highway to heaven. Till you came with that thought and tore me all up. All right, man. Let's just switch gears then. Jesus Christ. Latter-day Saint. All right. This is going to be tight guard. Errol going to come in. He is going to try to apply that pressure. He ain't going to be a lot of backing up. He's going to be smart. Errol is not dumb. He is not going to come in there like he did against Sean Porter. He didn't respect Sean Porter's power. Yes, he saw Sean Porter won. Yes, he saw Sean Porter was very rugged. He did not respect this man's power. He recognized what he brings to the game. He recognized how he wins. He didn't respect his power. So he went in there with no regard of this man's power. I believe he is going to respect Danny Garcia's power. He's not going to be stupid. Because listen, being a stupid boxer and saying not respecting this man's greatest asset is dumb. you can get yourself knocked out in a heartbeat. You can have everything planned, take him to deep waters, stop him like Bundu, and you just coming in like that, and you get caught with a time, no look left hook by Danny. That hide and go seek left hook. 1, 2. It can be a flash knockdown or a real knockdown. I think Errol's going to be smart about it. He's going to push the action. I think Danny Garcia might start by backing up first. I don't think he's going to be doing too bad when he backs up first. I don't believe. American Pastor Travel in the building. Yes, sir. Spin by ninth round, TKO, any takers? I got Errol Spence winning. I can't bet that. I got Errol winning. But the way I see the fight, I just see a much closer fight, man. I think when Errol come forward, I think Danny is not going to do that bad. I think Danny's going to get his shots off. This is not going to be no walk in the park for Errol Spence Jr. Now, just because he win don't mean it's a walk in the park. I am favoring him to win. I'm just telling you guys that if you think he's going to go in there and just beat Danny up in a walk down fashion, it's just not going to happen like that. Can it happen? Yes, but I don't see it just happening like going to go in and walk this man down. I don't see it. And just beat him up and stop him? What Danny's going to... Listen, Danny is no Bundu. He hit harder than Bundu. Danny got good timing, good power, no look shots, no look sky hooks in a boxing ring. This is a better fight than you guys. I'm telling you. Salute to my boy American Pastor Travel. Let's get it. Zeus Bros. I just hope Errol Spence is the same fighter and that the car crash didn't change him. Listen, I think he had enough time. I definitely hope so that it did not. Tina Lynch in the building. Tina said, Spence looking heavy these days, and she is in Texas. Shout out to my girl Tina Lynch, guys. I believe she is a mixed martial artist or kickboxer. She's definitely one of them. Training boxing as well, and she's nice. She's nice. Check out my girl Tina Lynch. Listen, man. I think him fighting Danny now, we're going to get a much better Errol Spence Jr. than if he would have fought him back when he originally wanted to fight him sometime in the early summer. He had his car accident. He didn't look the same. He was a lot heavier. He was, getting used to things. The dentures. He talked with a slur, so people try to say that it's because of the accident. I don't know. I think it's because you're getting used to talking with new teeth in your mouth. T-Dub had a tooth pull. I talked funny for a while. Felt like a sucking action for a while. You have to re-teach yourself how to adjust to whatever's in your mouth. Now, body shots is going to be key to Danny's downfall. I said that earlier when I said that when you go against a bigger puncher, Errol Spence Jr. is a hellified body puncher. He has to go to that body. But I'm saying this. There is a risk when you go to the body. My boy Mike Biggs, boxing salute, homie. Says salute, fam. Listen, bro, we getting it, man. Right now, we have been actually knee deep. We've been so deep in this, we need waders on one like you in the water, trout fishing. My boy Expert Genius, he got Errol Spence Jr. winning. Listen, I got Errol winning too. Don't get it twisted. This is not braids, dreadlocks, twists. This is not a pretzel. It's none of that. I'm just trying to let you guys know, guys. This is no walk in the park. This is no cake fight. This is no cherry pick. That cherry is not ripe. It's not going down that easy, guys. Danny is not finna just go in there and lay down. He's not finna go in there and say, okay, get to my body and lay me down. He's not gonna do that. Danny Garcia believes in his skills. Danny Garcia believes if he goes in there and he believes he can outbang Errol Spence Jr. He saw the Sean Porter fight. He saw that in his opinion, that he went to war. The knockdown won him the fight over Sean Porter. And Danny is not afraid. He accepted the fight. He wants to no passing because he wants all the smoke. But a man with that confidence is not coming to lay down. He's not tired. He ain't take no Z-Quil, no sleep aid. He didn't drink no NyQuil. He hasn't did any of that. This is going to be a fight where somebody has to take this fight from the other fighter. Somebody's will is going to have to be broken. Not even by the full amount. It just need a crack. And that crack is going to get an edge to the winner of this fight. Now, me, right now, guys, I'm picking Errol Spence. But I'm telling you, if Danny wins, I won't be surprised. I won't be like, oh my gosh, I never saw that coming. No, I'm not dumb. But man, Errol Spence Jr. got a hell of a fucking chin. Listen, this is what you got. Two guys with proven chins. Two guys with good power. Danny might have more power. Errol has, to me, better defense. Except for the Sean Porter fight, he didn't use it. He just went for the gusto. Danny has better timing. Errol Spence Jr. has better body work. Errol Spence Jr. has better body work. Danny better let his hands go. If not, timber. How did Thurman beat Danny Garcia? He outboxed him. Man. He outboxed him. And actually put it out there for two different things, because the first half of this video I talked about Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. So I'm probably going to take that and post that as a separate video, and then take this and post this. And guys, go back, listen to it. Keith Thurman out. But you know what? Let me see if I can show it to you. The proof's in the pudding. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see it. Hold on. Okay. Want to call me out, huh? Okay. Here. Okay. You're the bad guy, huh? Okay. Let's see what this. Let's see. All right. Let's take a look at it. I don't know what this is going to show. I have no idea. Oh, what do I have to do? Hold on, guys. Let me see what I have to do. I might have to. Let me do. Let's see. Where's my media? Where is it? All right, look right here. Danny, the reason, in my opinion, Keith Thurman beat Danny Garcia. Yes, there was times that Keith Thurman stayed in there and he exchanged punches and counterpunch and banged with Danny. But a lot of times, Keith Thurman used being evasive and slipping shots. So, hold on. See him moving? What, see him slipping? See him moving? You see him moving? See him sticking and moving? You see him? Keith Thurman's fighting the back foot, slipping. Danny trying to bang with him, going to the body. I don't know who this video I want to dang, it is. Oh man, like they war right here. Hey, let's watch this clip, guys. Let's watch this. Let's see what. Guys, they getting it. Hold on. Let's see what happens here. Woo! Oh, hey, keep giving it to him, bro. Hey, keep us giving it to him right there, man. But Danny came back. Look at that. Look at that shot to the body by Danny. Look at that. Counted by. Look at that. Oh God. Listen, man. I'm telling you right now, guys. I'm telling you right now. Danny Garcia versus Errol Spence Jr. is going to be a banger, guys. Now let's do this. Let's do this. Hold up. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hold up. Let's see. Nope. Not on my watch. Oh, you're going to do it. Now, see, when Errol Spence Jr. fought Sean Porter, this was an all-out war. And if this Errol Spence Jr. comes forward against Danny Garcia, I'm telling you right now, guys, nothing but fireworks. No matter who wins that, it will be one of the most enjoyable fights to watch. Nothing but big shots. But enough talking, let's watch it. See the way Sean Porter moving right there? Danny's not going to move. Well, he might move a little bit, but he's going to try to come back with some shots. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, nice counter by nice quick right hand counter by Errol before he ended up coming in with the headlock. I mean, this was a rugged fight, bro. This was like a street fight of boxing. And remember, Sean Porter is, I believe, shorter than Danny Garcia. Not sure what his reach is, but I don't think Sean Porter has a super great reach. But I mean, Sean Porter had a lot of success being able to get in on Errol. I'm just saying, I really believe that Danny is going to have success. Earl's going to have success. It's going to come down to the better man. If I had to pick the better man right now, I would pick Errol Spence. It's close, guys. It's close. Dang, that's a nice shot to the body. Nice shot. All right, here, let me get out of here for they you know how they might try to get your boy. They want to get your boy wrapped up in this thing, doing my thing. Come on, man. Let's go. Bow. That's right. Bam. All right, back. Look, man. Porter has a longer reach than Danny, does he? Let's find out. He might do. Let's see. I know one thing. Sean Porter he's a welterweight, but he has a light heavyweight size head. Maybe cruiserweight size head. He has an inch and a half reach advantage. Danny Garcia has a 68-inch reach, and Sean Porter has a 69.5-inch reach. But Sean Porter is 5'7". Danny Garcia is 5'8.5" or 5'8". Let me see. No, Danny is 5'8". Danny has a 68.5-inch reach. So Sean has 1-inch reach advantage. I got a late start and still became a complete boxer. When'd you start, man? When'd you start? But look, man. This your boy T Dub. we're going to go ahead and close it out. We've been cooking for about an hour. I appreciate everybody coming. First of all, we're going to do a shout out to the members in the building. We're going to shout out to my boy Expert Genius in the building. My girl, what's my girl name? She's going to kill me. My membership girl. Oh, man. Poetic Kales. Shout out to Poetic Kales. Membership always get the love. You guys are everything. Expert Genius says, Danny 5'9", they just list him at 5'8". Well, that makes a big difference, bro. Listen, that makes a big difference when you can see eye to eye to somebody like that. That makes a huge difference. I can't wait to the first press conference. I want to see these guys toe to toe. I want to see their realistic matchup. I want to see how they match up head wise, eye wise, shoulder wise, and where their hands fall down wise. But listen, man, to be honest, the reach, the inch reach advantage is not that much. If Errol Spence Jr. was planning on being a boxer, sticking and moving, standing on his feet, backing up, using his jab, then he can probably win this fight easy. But that's not the way he fights. Errol Spence Jr. does not use his jab as a defensive mechanism, as a stiff arm that I can touch you, you can't touch me. Errol Spence Jr. used his jab as a weapon. And it sets up shots for bigger shots, and it's also meant to do bodily harm when it lands. When I call this fight live, when I am live, you make sure you're here in the chat watching this fight with T-Dub as I call it. If you cannot get the fight, I understand. I will get the fight and I will call the fight blow by blow. If you can't get the fight, if you want to, during the rounds the fighting is happening, mute the button, unmute it when it's over, see what your boy T-Dub has to say about it. But guys, you know how it is. I'm back at it. Crack at it. Once again, give me box to get this work. Until next time, here's a advertisement from our sponsors. People always texting me at the wrong time, son. What's up? 2% battery? Shit. 1% battery. Gas. Fucking damn, let's go. Fuck. We're on the gas? Shit.
What's blazing? T-Dub TV is just that damn important.